Hi, y'all. I hope y'all can hear me. So, today is May 11th. We made it to the weekend. I'm actually at work. I'm on break. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure I clocked out right, but let me just double check. Yeah. All right. Yeah, y'all. I know a lot of people are like, man, Candace, what's going on? What's going on with these past two videos? Um, how's your mood? Are you having a mental health break? No, it's not. I'm not having a mental health break. Um, I personally, you just get tired of things sometimes. You let people continue to talk. Sometimes you gotta talk yourself, right? You listen and then you talk. But anyways, my feelings about things, it's not just because of YouTube. It's not. Promise you. Let me tell you how things go. You guys know back when I was going through my situation with my husband, domestic violence is no joke. No joke whatsoever, okay? Um, it's funny because people put blame on the victim, and it just shows that people don't understand things, but they're quick to talk about things. They are quick to give advice. Why you keep going back to him? No, it's probably because he stalked me and he found me. And what can I do? Run away? You know? Um, I had my child with me. So it's just like it's a lot of things in life, There was something recently that came up, I was speaking to my my therapist, and I just let her know that there was a whole bunch there. I had a dream. It's because of this darn tea, some chamomile tea. I never understood because I don't think about my past really, right? But there were 2 days I drank this tea. It's a chamomile tea. It's nothing like crazy, y'all. It's just regular tea, but it kind of like I put two and two together. I'm like, anytime I drink this tea, because it's not often, I'm like, I dream about the past, and then I wake up super mad, and then I'm in my feelings. I feel hurt. It just brings back a lot of stuff. And then I here I am. I'm always open with you. I'm open with my family. I'm open with friends. You know what I mean? My struggles, my mental health struggles, just my struggles, what I've been through. People will say, Candace, you are strong. You're amazing. I know that. And I appreciate y'all understanding. But at the same time, some are also the same people that want me to keep being beyond my means. I'm happy where I'm at, y'all. I'm happy where I'm at. Um, let's say for instance, like the reason why I don't like to give advice, right, is because, like I said, what is it? One shoe don't fit all. You guys know the saying. Um, it's because it's not right. When I was going through my situation, everybody has something to say. Oh, I don't like him, whatever, about my husband. My mom, out of all people, she dealt with domestic violence with my dad. She never said really anything. She was just there. And that's the person I knew I can run to, you know? Then you have the people that tell you, oh, you need to get away, you need to stop talking to him, no contact. When you go to them and ask for help, it's only a matter of time. They're like, I'm done. I can't help you no more. You know what I mean? It's just like you're running away like you asked me to. Not I'm just saying this. I got away like you asked me to. I'm relying on you temporarily and you don't even want to help me. Then why was you telling me to go? Where was I supposed to go? Where was I supposed to go? You're the one giving me this advice. But when I come to you, and this is the advice, not following the advice, but it ends up being part of the advice that, my actions is like, you know what I mean. It's like part of the advice. I'm 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 trying to escape. I'm coming to you so I can get on my feet, figure out my next steps. But you're like, when you gonna leave? That stuff hurts. That stuff hurts. My mom never said, Candace, why you keep going back? She knew I'm not I'm not naive. I have done my part of trying to do better, always doing better. But I think being on social media too, I'm just like, man, sometimes I'm like, it just hurts my feelings, when people, and I'm not just saying for me, but people are just always telling people what they should do. You don't know what that person is doing. You don't know what they're capable of. I feel like sometimes being that when you think it's a positive thing, it could be bringing somebody down because the person's like, wait, I've already tried to do that. Thank you for sharing. You know what I mean? Like, it's sad, y'all. It's sad because we don't know what everybody's going through. I will say this: when my husband passed, we had my childhood home. I was down here. I moved down here. Nobody was in the house because you figure 6 months before my husband passed, my mom had passed. So the house is there. Nobody was living in it. So I used to travel up to New York a lot and I would stay there. I had my dog. And I would use my mom's house, our house, okay, my parents' house. My dad passed away when my son was 3 months, almost 3 months old. And yeah, almost 3 months. Not even a full 3 months old before my dad passed away after my son being born. But this is how funny things is, right? And this is not putting my family business out there. But here I am, a single mom, a single widow. Whether me or not, my husband was separated, not even separated. We weren't separated, but we weren't on those terms. I told you guys my story. The last 2 weeks, things were okay because I needed help. Like, my mental health was just trash. I was going through a lot. I just moved down here. My apartment this apartment that I'm in right now was just made me feel like the worst mom ever, and I needed help. I needed somebody to be like, Candace, I got you. He was a person that, yeah, I couldn't always rely on him, but like, he would step up to the plate. But anyways, outside of that, let me get back on track. My husband passed. I'm going through stuff. I'm in a new area down here. My husband passed. Wow, not even a month of me moving down here. Okay. So I'm in a brand new area, and I go back up to New York. I would stay at the house, and guess what? There's property taxes, y'all. You want the house still to keep going? Okay. There's electricity, there's gas, because when I'm up there, I'm cooking, I'm doing all of that. So I was keeping up with everything. There's 6 of us kids. Listen, okay, there's 6 of us kids. Why am I the only one? The baby girl, single mom, widow. Why am I the only one doing all of this stuff on my own? Property taxes, I'm not even there. I have my own household. Like, that could be split 6 ways. But no, I took care of it, right? I took care of it. And I didn't have a problem. I did that for a couple of years, a couple $1,000s, right? A couple of $1,000s. And I didn't care. That's my house. That's my home, And I wanted to keep things going because we don't know what's going to happen. That was my vacation home, right? Because I loved going back home. Anyways, after a while, my sister moved in. She was there for a couple years. She finally moved down here. When she moved down here, it's like her son's father passed, was murdered. She wanted a fresh start. But, you're starting over. Who's going to put money into this? Like me and my sister, we would take care of things, but we have this one person in the family who's like a millionaire, and never once did they pay property taxes. So guess what? The house is up for foreclosure. Okay, the house is beautiful. Not on the outside, on the inside, but you figure the foundation and the basement is cracking. So there's a lot of work that needed to be done. People set these high expectations. Oh, I'm going to do this. We're going to keep it in the family and all of this stuff. But I had a conversation with them, and it made me so mad. I hung up on them. I hung up on them. In my mind, I'm like, here you are with two ladies in the family. We have our children. We're single parents, not by choice. And you're the baller, can spend money on everything else. I'm telling you, everything else. But when it comes to real stuff, don't want to back you up, don't want to help out. So I personally, obviously, I got money, right? I could take care of the house. I could take it out of foreclosure. You know? But that's not my responsibility. That's not something to be on my shoulders by myself. You know what I mean? And that's where I tell you guys, it's not just about this. It's about real life. There are so many things that you don't know what people are going through. How is a childhood home going into foreclosure because of property taxes? And look at, we in the ghetto. Property taxes where I'm at, it's not too high. It's like a couple thousand per year. I was doing that myself. I could still do that. But here you are, almost a millionaire, probably not saved. You make money, you spend money, nice cars, nice homes. But when it comes down to real business, like, I could never rely on anybody. Who do I have to fall back on? Myself, you guys, myself. And that's why I take real pride in my work. I take pride in what I have because I know where I have come from and how far I've come as well. What I have dug myself out of, being a great mom, dealing with my own issues, but still being on top of my game. You know what I mean? I don't ask for handouts. As I mentioned, if the government wants to help me and I qualify for something, I'm going to take it. But never once that I'm like, yo, let me borrow something. No. You know who people borrow from? Me, out of all people, because I'm reliable. I know how tough life can be. And I'm the first person to just be a listening ear. That's all people need sometimes, is somebody to listen. Not to always give feedback. Because you know what? The people that give feedback, they are not the ones helping me out. They are never the ones helping me out. But everybody could talk a good game. Actions speak louder than words, you guys. Those are just little examples. And here was my mom. Silent. She didn't take sides. She knew what was wrong, but she didn't take sides. She didn't have hate towards one person. She didn't think I was crazy. Life is life. But at the end of the day, she was there. No judgment. And that's all I needed. But, that's where I'm coming from, you guys. That's where I'm coming from. And, I let my psychiatrist know, not my psychiatrist, but my therapist know that it was a rough couple of weeks, I guess I do have trauma. I don't think it's trauma, but there's just so many, when my husband passed, there's just so many things left unanswered, and it gets me mad. It gets me so mad. And then it brings me back to, like, I don't hold resentment towards anybody. I don't. We are all human. But at the same time, it's just like, just be quiet. Just be quiet. That's why I never, people talk in my ear, but I don't listen to them, y'all. I don't listen to them. Like, I'm not influenced because I know how people are. They're so wishy-washy. so wishy-washy. It's the people that are just quiet, who just listen to you, who don't try to give advice, that are there for you the most. There for you the most, you guys. And that's me. And a lot of people, friends, family, know, you know what? If you need help, Aunt Candace is going to be there. Aunt Candace always keeps it real, but she's going to be there. She's not just a, she, if I give advice, it's because I know what I'm talking about. I know what I talk about, you know? But yeah, y'all, like, I don't know. Life is crazy. Life is crazy. But that's where my thought process is coming from. That's what I'm sharing with y'all, because I've been having a rough couple of days, weeks or so. Not like mentally, but just thinking about the past, you know, and it hurts. It brings up a lot of emotions of people just acting like they're there for you and they're not. And then, you know, you share things on social media, you're open, you're honest, and people still give advice when that advice can't even benefit you. That's why I was like, you know what? I put up a GoFundMe. Everybody wants me to do certain things. Fund it. I'll do what you want me to do. I'll do what you want me to do. That's the whole thing. I was being sarcastic. I didn't hear anybody saying, Candace, why you don't. I will say this: the comments, I have to approve them. There was this one person that commented under one of my commenters and being rude. I've never seen this person comment on my thing before. Don't be coming in here talking about you need to do what you need to do and stop asking for charity type of talk. And I'm like, wow. See, people come on and they just talk and they don't know anything. Social media is crap. So I turned off. I didn't turn off the comments. The comments are there, but I just have to approve them. So yeah, I'm like, we don't do negativity. This is a safe space. You know, people comment. Like I said, I don't have to be in 100% agreement with what you say. You know, I say thank you for sharing. You know, people do care. There's a lot of people that care about me, y'all. A lot of y'all care about me, and your attentions are always for the best. But at the same time, you know, I have to say what I have to say. I've mentioned this a couple times, but I'm like at the point like, yo, I'm trying to build back up my savings. Y'all don't want me putting no more money back in my car, but I want a down payment. So let's get the ball rolling. And I will thank y'all for it. But no, like I said, we all going through something. It's easy to talk. It's so easy to talk. So easy to talk. But when it comes to showing action, taking action to help a person, that's where people fall short. That's where people fall short, and that I'm not about that. I'm not about that. If I say something, I'm gonna help you. You know, I'm like, yo, you got this. Here's a little token, like I say, like little things. It don't even have to be major. So, yeah, that's where I'm coming from. Let me get back to work. Talk to you soon. Peace.